One got knocked down, he won't get up again. The other went knocked him down. One got knocked down, and now he's fucking dead. The other went knocked him out. Animal Baker!
There are two animals in the animal kingdom you should never fuck with. Those animals being the gorilla, for their raw power and absolutely brutal fighting style, and the lion, with their hunting prowess, claws, and sharp teeth. And there are two fictional characters who embody these animals perfectly. I'm obviously talking about Leone, the lovely lion assassin of Night Raid, and Donkey Kong, the guardian of the banana stash. Leone, my favorite of Team Night Raid, and she's a previous winner. Spoiler alert. Well, nothing's really changed since her fight with Yang, so let's get right into this review. So Leone wields one weapon, and that's an Imperial arm called the Belt. It's a belt basically called the Animal King Lionella. With this belt, Leone can transform into her lion form. Not only does she gain cute little cat ears on the top of her head and a tail that give her super senses, but she also gets lion claws that are also fists. She can punch you, cave in your skull, rip you to shreds. She can do everything. She also gets enhanced senses like I mentioned earlier, as well as a huge stat boost and regeneration. Now while it can't regrow limbs, it can stop bleeding from a removed limb. Leone is actually pretty damn strong. She can easily fight large danger beasts, and she's physically the strongest of Team Night Raid. Even with her outer Imperial arm, she could cave in a human skull while heavily injured. And she is able to bite through a flamethrower. She can lift and throw large rocks and punch large castle pieces to, completely shatter them. And she can shatter stone pillars with a single punch. Leone is also not only able to dodge a point-blank explosion, but also grab her friend Akame and hide behind a shield, all before the explosion actually went down. And she's been shown to be on the same speed as Akame, who could easily keep up with Tieko. Now, Leone's also survived Budo's lightning attack and a sneak attack so vicious it cut open her throat, but her regeneration makes it pretty hard for you to seriously harm her. Now, Leone is also a skilled and accomplished assassin and martial artist, and she's amazing at stealth and everything, like all sorts of combat styles. But she's not flawless. She lacks range attacks, and she's got a rather straightforward fighting style and can get quite a bit cocky at times, actually. Donkey Kong. You know, I love this guy. I've got fond memories of playing Smash Bros. With my dad. He would always pick Donkey Kong, and we just had a fun time. But god dang it, is Donkey Kong a dick. Like a huge asshole. Think about this. The man stockpiles all the fucking bananas. He can't be the only one who eats bananas. Honestly, what a dick. But anyway, so Donkey Kong doesn't have very many powers, but we'll mention him, the few he does. He can create destructive sound waves by clapping, and he is also resistant to mind control. He has unlimited amounts of barrels he can chuck at his foes. He's got a coconut gun that fires tracking coconuts. How the fuck does that one work? He also has bongos that he can play to make large sound waves that hurt nearby foes because, Smash Brothers totally represents that perfectly. It doesn't. He also has orange grenades that are exactly what they sound like. They're exploding oranges? What the? Alright, I'm sorry. Give me a second. I gotta double check this research. Donkey Kong orange grenade. Well, I'll be damned. Well, let's go ahead and talk about his special attacks and powers then. He has his signature giant punch where he charges up his fists and throws a powerful punch to knock foes, knock them on their ass, really. His sound waves, he has a sound wave clap that creates massive sound waves that rival nuclear explosions and hurricanes at their max power. And he can also slap the ground, creating earthquakes and even activate his Strong Kong form that makes him temporarily invincible. If he eats enough bananas, he becomes faster and invincible for limited periods of time, and eating the crystal banana grants him flight. His claps can create shockwaves that are strong enough to shatter meteors. I mean, honestly, this guy's ridiculous. But on to his strength. As I mentioned earlier, said shockwaves can shatter meteors and rival nuclear explosions. He's fought on par with Mario multiple times, and even fought on par with King K. Rool. But his best feat was punching a moon the size of a fucking country out of the sky. He's also super freaking fast, as his punches can move at a speed of at least Mach 5, as they can catch fire, and he should be able to scale to Dixie Kong, who could dodge lightning from King K. Rool. Now, Donkey Kong's also pretty damn durable too. He can survive hits from King K. Rool, who's about DK's equal in power, and he survived a blast that sent him into freaking orbit. But Donkey Kong, despite being lazy and laid back, isn't stupid. He's actually managed to formulate a few great strategies based on what weapons he has on him. And he really doesn't have any weaknesses either, other than a few fits of stupidity, but every character suffers from that. Leone is walking through the jungle as her stomach begins to growl. She looks over to see and sees a giant stack of bananas. Leone walks over and grabs a banana and starts to peel it. Donkey Kong runs over and punches at her, but Leone dodges and drops the banana and looks at Donkey Kong, as she angrily transforms. Donkey Kong draws his hands back and goes to clap at Leone, who ducks, but the sound waves echo through the air, ringing in her ears. Donkey Kong then headbutts Leone, burying her in the ground as he starts charging up his punch. Leone struggles for a minute in the ground until she finally pops out, as Donkey Kong's fist ignites in flames as he punches towards her. Leone hops over his fist and kicks him in the head, causing him to move back as she follows up with a gut punch and then a rising claw slash. Donkey Kong beats his chest and pulls out a barrel and chucks it at Leone. Leone smashes the barrel with a swift kick as Donkey Kong runs over and barrel rolls into her. Leone falls over as Donkey Kong slams his palms onto the ground as she tries to stand. Leone tries to regain her balance, but DK pulls out his gun and fires point-blank coconuts into her stomach, launching her into a tree. Leone stands back up with her wounds beginning to heal. DK runs over and punches at Leone, who catches his fist and grins as she pulls him in and kicks him in the head. Donkey Kong falls to the ground as Leone laughs and walks over to go punch Donkey Kong's skull in. But Donkey Kong catches her fist and kicks her torso, ripping off her arm. Leone looks over to see her arm spewing blood as she tries to close the wound with her healing. Donkey Kong runs over, grabs her, and throws her into the air as he charges up a powerful punch. Leone starts falling at him head first, but Donkey Kong throws his charged punch upwards as it ignites in flames, hitting her head so hard it flies into her body. Her body then lands as DK beats his chest in victory. Our winner is Donkey Kong. And, oh man, my favorite Night Raid assassin is just screwed in this fight. Let's go ahead and look at the stats and see why. So strength and durability is a category that Donkey Kong takes with ease, as he punched the moon out of orbit, which is a country-level feat, and he's kept up with King K. Rool in combat, who is said to be DK's equal. Now, Leone, on the other hand, well, she could easily kill large danger beasts, which would clock her in at about small town level in strength and durability. So basically, she could get one-shotted by Donkey Kong. So speed. You'd think Leone would be able to take this category, as she's like a cat person, but well, Donkey Kong can scale to the lightning-dodging Dixie Kong, whereas Leone dodged a point-blank explosion while saving Akame, both of which are very impressive and both of which are massively hypersonic, meaning that they're about dead even in the speed category. So Leone's healing factor and her super senses are useful, but they're only going to prolong her death. Well, Leone has no way to put down DK for good, whereas Donkey Kong could easily end Leone in just an instant. One punch would put the poor girl down. Looks like I'm not lying when I say Leone got wrecked. Our winner is Donkey Kong. Next time on Combo Breaker. You know, if you ask anybody their favorite superhero, yeah, we've all got our different opinions. I personally love the Hulk. My brother, he likes Batman. But there's one superhero we can all agree on as one of the best. Maybe not the best, but everybody loves the guy. I'm of course talking about Spider-Man. And I've been looking for a perfect match for him for a while. And actually, if you saw the episode beforehand and the trailer I put up for this, you probably know where this is going. Next time on Combo Breaker, we've got Blue Beetle versus Spider-Man. First of all, let me thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this to any friends you know who like versus debates. And, tell me what you think of the next match. Give me your predictions, maybe suggest matches in the comments, and they might happen.